Hello YouTube friends. I've just been for a walk around the dam. It's, what is it now? It's about 6:30 at night. And this is usually when I go for a walk, when I've finished doing whatever I've been doing all day at home. And I have a bit of a walk around. It's freezing out there. We've really hit Arctic temperatures again, which is why I'm really pleased there's nothing out in the garden. Anyway, I went for a walk around the dam. I've taken a few little pictures and taken all the sound off because of the wind and the rooks. Very, very noisy outside. And I went out with a particular mission, because there should be baby ducklings around and about on the lake. It's a time. And I met Anthony, who made my hen run. And he was coming out for, he manages the fishing. And of course, the fishing's closed. So he was coming out for a fish this evening, which he sometimes does of an evening, because there's nothing else for him to do with the fishing lake at the moment. So we had a chat at least 6 feet distance. And he was telling me he's seen ducklings on more than one occasion. So I was hopeful that I might see some, but I didn't. However, I had a lovely walk round the dam. So no ducklings, although there are ducklings, but I just didn't see them. No swallows, but there are swallows, I just didn't see them. Maybe it's the time of night that I go out, I don't know. But it was windy, it was cold, but it was beautiful. So I did that little chat from Pink HQ to tell you about the update to the shop. And all the soap sold. I'll tell you who it sold to. It sold to the people who were signed up to the newsletter, because they got a mailing to tell them about the update in the shop. And so if you want to know about updates to the shop, then I'd suggest you sign up to the mailing list. And you sign up to the mailing list by going to the web page, which I will leave the link to in the description below. Web page. Scroll down to the bottom of the home page. It couldn't be easier. It's just a short scroll, and there will be an invitation to join the mailing list. Before we launch a new product, we mail just one email a month probably, but that was who bought all the soap. Now, I got in touch with Kerry. She's a little one-woman outfit, and she makes small amounts of soap, but she has made that particular type of soap, my Last Homely House soap, again, and it will be ready in 4 weeks' time. It has to cure for about 6 to 8 weeks, and it's curing now. So I will tell you when that's going live. I don't know when I'll be able to go and pick it up because of the restrictions on movement. But she's got some, and I can have it, which means you can have it. And so I will... I'll encourage you to join the mailing list if you are cross about missing out on the soap. Okay, so there's a few things that came up from that video that I did there. That was one about the soap. But another one was about my cardigan. So let's just tip this down a little bit. There we go. Oops-a-daisy. So I knit this cardigan, and people were saying, oh, what's the pattern for your cardigan and where'd you get the wool from? Well, I spun the wool. This was some of my early spinning, which is why the colours are a bit all over the place. The sort of like greeny, funny greeny there, and then it goes all paley green down here. But it looks, when I remember when I was spinning it, I put some pictures on Instagram, and there's a few comments that said it was like a garden full of wildflowers. I really like that idea. So I couldn't remember the pattern, but I knew that I had saved it in my pictures. So I've just scrolled through like about the past 5 years of photographs, and I've found it. So I'll put a link to the pattern. It's a company or a woman or whatever called Patternfish. And this is called Neck Down Cardigan for Women, I think, by Patternfish. It's a bought pattern. But it's a really nice pattern, and I like the fact that it was neck down. So shall I tell you something about it? I cast it on and I followed the pattern absolutely with my homespun yarn. And I was kind of guessing the gauge of the needles, because it wasn't, it's not a yarn what is it, sports weight or chunky or Aaron or what is it? It's Kate's weight. And so I cast it on and I was knitting it, and I got about halfway down this pattern, and it looked like it would be big enough for a horse blanket. It was absolutely enormous, like a marquee. And I thought, is that okay? Do I like that? So I carried on knitting a bit longer, and I thought, no, I really don't like that. So I pulled the whole lot back out again, and I knit it on a much smaller size, so that it looks like this now. So look at you. Norma's somewhere else. She's only over there, but Rita's doing all the knee sitting tonight. She's not, though. She's not a settled cat. So it's a Patternfish. It's a lovely pattern. What I love about it is there's no sewing up. So there's a cast on edges here, and you do the you can't even see the raglan because this crazy wool. There's a raglan here that's just like an increase, and then you pick up the sleeves and knit the sleeves in a tube. So there's absolutely no sewing up, none. I did adapt it a little bit, and I put a couple of pockets in. So there was a tiny bit of sewing up to put the pockets in, but that was easy. So there you go, that was the pattern. Then there was another thing that came up from that chat the other night, which was all about whether this channel should have ads or not, whether monetizing the channel, not monetizing the channel. Oh, it's kicked up a whole load of thoughts and ideas, that one. For now, the channel's not going to be monetized. It's just not. And so I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to carry on thinking about it. I do like the ads when I go to the cinema. It's all part of the experience. Sitting down, sit with your ice cream. I'm not a popcorn person at all, but I do like ice cream when I go to the cinema. So sitting down with your tub of ice cream, bottle of water. I usually take a bottle of water. Settling down to the cinema, which is something we haven't done for a long time, have we? Because they're all closed. And then the adverts start. I don't mind that at all. So this not watching the news is working. It's Saturday today. And there is one news programme that I always watch every week, and it's on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. And it's called The Andrew Marr Show, and I always watch that because I like him. I think, you get an unbiased kind of view from him, and I like the interviews he does. So I always watch that. But I've decided that's the only thing I'm going to watch, and I feel much better for it. So I've had quite a long, busy day today doing all sorts of shop-related things, and also posting. I'm having a problem with iMovie. I think that's where I've tracked it back to. But the video that posted about the soap and from Pink HQ, it took about 6 hours. First time it loaded, it only posted, and this has never happened before, it posted to PCs, but not to mobile devices, tablets and phones. I've never had that happen before. So quite a few people saw there was a video, but there was nothing there. So I had to delete that upload and start again, and from scratch. I mean, not the edit. I'd done the edit, but I had to start the upload again, and it takes about 2.5 hours to upload a video. And so I thought, am I going to wait with this? Because it was already about 10 o'clock. So I went to bed and left it, hoping it would load, and by the time I got up in the morning, it had. So that was good. But what day is it? Saturday. Yesterday, Friday is the day the patrons get their video, and I made it in the morning and edited it and then tried to post it. 5 hours I think it took to post. It doesn't usually take that long. And I'm doing a reading at the moment. I'm reading these little books. Read that one, and I couldn't post that either, so I had to post that one today. So I'm spending far too much time sitting at the computer, editing and loading and posting, and it's not good. I have to think of a way around this one because it's just not working for me at the moment. So with the people who were asking about this cardigan and me looking at it a bit more closely and really liking it, what I really want to do is get my spinning wheel out. I want to get my spinning wheel out, folks, and set it up in here. I'm in the sitting room just now, and just every now and then just have half an hour spinning. I really want to do that. And so not battling on with uploading to YouTube will free me up some time to do that. So I'm going to see if I can work out what's going on with iMovie. All that's very, very boring. Probably edit most of that out. It's really great in the edit, you know, I can take out anything I like. This morning when I was reading this, I had a frog in my throat and I coughed about 400 times. Edit. So I'm going to try editing this now and put this up for you, and hope that it's just a little chat, a little bit of outside with no sound on, with my friends and neighbours, Anthony and Jack and his girlfriend, who's staying there, who were all out on their little boats doing a bit of fishing, and they're not finding ducklings. So I shall put a little bit of film about that up, and I'll be back soon with another one of these. If I can work out what all my computer glitches are, it'll be nice to be able to do these more easily. Okay, I'm going to try and find something nice for supper now. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Running out of fresh vegetables again. Okay, guys, whatever you're doing, I hope that it's okay. I hope that you're finding fun in your hands, making and doing, sharing on the old lime green sofa, sharing your projects with the hashtag that I will leave down in the description below on Instagram, and just being stoical. We're just having to be stoical about this now, because we're now entering our second 3 weeks of lockdown here in the UK, and I'm sure that's going to run into a third one. We'll get to the end of this. We will. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.